Alright guys and girls, taking a bit of a lesson from Mr. Aussie 50 here. My grandparents' television has just died. They've got one of these guys, a 60-inch LG, model number 60 PC 45 ZB. There's all the information you want to know, guys. And what's happening is with it is the television won't come off standby, so to speak, or it takes a hell of a lot to get it off standby. You have to keep we've already taken the back off millions of screws, millions and millions of screws. Literally, we've filled 2 hard drive magnets. Never dispose of hard drive magnets. Dispose of the discs, but not the magnets, because they are great for connecting screws on. And the problem's obviously going to be the power supply board. Now I'm not going to go touching any of this because there's probably still some potential power in them capacitors. There's quite a few of them on here, but it's things like these ones here that are looking quite bloated. So if you ask me, it's probably them that's going to be the issue. If we change them all out and replace them with some of the same equivalents, I think I'm able to get the television running again. I mean, you can buy the boards online anyway. I've yet to have a look, but apparently you can get replacement boards online, which may or may not be feasible, depends on which they are. I've not looked yet. I've just quickly googled the problem that this model's got, and someone else has got there, and I just saw it on a fixture, I think it was. Yeah, and they all said that you know, you can get replacement parts. We're going to give this television a bit of a clean up. As you can see, it's pretty dusty. It's quite a good amount of dust there. So we're going to give it a clean up. Try and get all the crap out the fans, and then try and fix it. Get the power board off and see if I can fix it. I'm going to take these 2 boards off, that one and the top one. You never know, it may be something as simple as a dry solder joint, because when you used to bang the TV, you used to grab it onto the wall and you used to pull it away from the wall and bang it to the wall, and it used to work again. So it may be something as simple as a dry solder joint, but look at those capacitors, they look pretty bad. So yeah, I think I'll change those anyway. We'll see how it goes. Alright guys, now I've got the boards out, covered in dust, naturally. It's probably what killed them actually. But yeah, say if you look at them capacitors, I also put a different light bulb in my room, as you can see. It's the big boy light bulb, so I can see what I'm doing. Alright, you see them bulges on them capacitors right there. Not good. I have seen worse. I've had one that's almost vented before, and it's and that was on a computer motherboard, and that was without without welding the motherboard. That was just through overclocking. But I think if I replace some of these capacitors, I need to take them all off the board, take a picture of them, see to remember where they all go. Take them off the board, do capacitance test on them. For what it's worth, it's easy just to replace the whole lot with equivalents. Yeah. I'm only going to replace the ones that look like they've vented. Well, the ones that look like they've what do you call it?
About to vent.
Yeah, about to vent. That's bulged up. The other board, pass us that other board, would you? The other board looks to be in pretty good nick. I've just done a look on the back of it to see what the soldering's like. The soldering's all nice. So this board doesn't look too bad at all. There's one capacitor that looks like it's about ready to go, which I'm going to change at some point in time. Oh yeah, I've got the voltage outputs, which is all nice to know. Try not to touch this one as such, because I don't know what these capacitors are like on the board, if they're charged or not. So I'm just I really could do with turning it over and shorting them out, but don't want to damage it. So just being careful, I'm afraid, is going to pay off with this. I'll tell you something, even if it's broke, look at all the components I can salvage from it. Just look how many there are, there's absolutely hundreds. It'll keep me stocked for ages, this will. Absolutely thousands of components on these things. Didn't realise how many they had. I thought it would be all surface mounted. A lot of it is, but on these power boards there's no surface mounts. Nothing on it surface mount. It's all standoff components, which is very nice. You've got your high and low side here. You've got your I assume that this side is the low side and this side's the high side. Not just because there's a sticker on it that says caution high voltage, but just by looking at it. That's my mobile phone text message. Those of you who have watched the IT Crowd, you will understand that. If you've not watched it and you're into computers, watch the IT Crowd. It's very funny. Yes. Let's have a look at the back. I've got it upside down. But yeah, I definitely suspect the capacitors are to fault on this. So any other television I've seen that's been taken apart and it's a plasma screen, everyone always says that whenever they do the repair on them, they always replace the capacitors and the thing works again. So I'm pretty sure this has got a fault with the capacitors. I'm going to upload this video anyway before I repair it, so anybody who's pretty good with televisions or anything like that, if you could kindly come back to me on that one and just give me a few tips, that would be very, very helpful. This is going to be in my room for a while, I think. I'm not going to move it out of here for a bit. It's too bloody heavy to move. If I can repair it, we're going to replace the one in our front room, because in our front room we've got a 50-inch. Same television as this, just a 50-inch. So with that one we'll probably sell that one and replace it with this 60-inch, if we can get this one working again. Of course the brackets are the same, so everything all mounts on the wall. Lovely. Okay guys and girls, if you can, like I say, if any of you guys know anything about, I know some of you out there do repair televisions, so if anyone can give me some heads up, if it would be easier just to replace the boards, or could find and link me to a place where I'll find these kind of boards. I mean, I suppose they're not very cheap, sadly. I bet they're going to be quite expensive. There's a lot of relays and components on here. I say, if I can get away with just replacing those capacitors, I think I'll have got it off quite cheap. Because all them capacitors alone should only cost me about £5. Maybe a little bit more. Less, I would say, definitely say less than a tenner anyway to repair this television. Especially if it's just components. Only time will tell, I guess. Well, thank you very much guys and girls for watching, and I'll catch you on the next video. Peace out.